What is going on, you guys? We're having a fantastic day. It's currently 11 a.m. Wednesday morning. We're en route to Helppp and Pay. I need another DAX AC switch. Hopefully that fixes all of our problems, so fingers crossed for that. Then back home, and then off to Greg's house. We're doing a rear lip on his car like I did for mine. Just a lot of Alpine Vatra prep. And then, yeah, just a chill day. Like I said, it's 11 a.m. It's already 95 degrees out, and the love bugs are just splatting on the front of my car. Between the heat and the love bugs, I just don't want to go outside like at all right now. If you're in Florida or any like I guess the southern states that have love bugs, you guys know what I'm talking about. Further north, you don't have love bugs. You're so lucky, because love bugs are the worst things ever, and they just swarm on the roads and they just splat on your car, and they're a pain to get off, and just like if you don't have love bugs, you're blessed. You are truly blessed. Sir, that's not Ferrari, sir. No, sir. Back at home, I was able to get 4 different AC switches, which is good. The only problem is on the back side, they're all labeled with different numbers. This one's like a 7104. This one's a 81 something. This one's like a 55 something. So I don't quite know which one my car has, but thankfully I have 4 options, so hopefully one of these will match the one I have. I don't necessarily know if it matters or not, but I would like to put the same one back in the car just so it works properly. But we got 4. And I found the most mint condition clamshell ever. No, nothing's broken, nothing's cracked, and it has all the original stickers on it. That's a rare find right there, boys. So we're gonna go ahead and pull apart this entire section to get this entire little clip out. Normally, like, all the rest of these ones will just pull straight out, no problem. Whatever reason, on the AC recycling switch one here, there's a piece of plastic on this side normally. I realized that the junkyard that breaks, and the pins that hold this one in get stuck behind it, like on this side, so you can't pull it out. So you have to actually pull all this out, get behind it, push that pin in, and then pull it forward. Otherwise, I would just pull it forward and just be done with it. But whatever reason, the AC ones are always a pain. I got 1 car out of the 4 that I was able to pull it straight out. The rest I had to pull the entire thing off and go from the backside, which is annoying. But because my air ride stuff goes through here, so it's a bit more of a pain to pull this out than normal, but we'll get it. Alright, got all the screws out. There's 4 up top, 1, 2, 3, 4 on that little panel, and 2 at the bottom, and then you just kind of pull forward. I'm going to try and pull this out as little as possible just to get behind it, and there's all the goodies back there. Also, you can see like some of my air stuff back there. Alright, so right off the bat, looking at the connector that goes to the switch, all the wires look good to go. I was a little nervous that it might be broken, but those look fine. So we'll go ahead and pop this one out, see which one it is, put a new one in, and then hopefully have AC. Our old switch is now out. The only problem is that this one, if you look down here, 6374. I have a 7110, well 7104, a 5561 or 11, I can't quite tell, and then 8183, and then this one says nothing. Now I don't know if it matters between this number to that one, but we shall see. Alright, so Greg said the numbers shouldn't matter, they all should work the same. So we're gonna start with our 70, well this one, and go from there. Please work. Alright, our first switch is plugged in. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the key to there, and then, so that one's the other one lights up. This one should now light up as well if it's working properly. No light. No light. So maybe the problem isn't the switch, maybe the problem's still down there in the fuse box, but I checked, I followed these wires, and everything's plugged in properly in the back side of the fuse box, and you can't plug those ones in wrong. They only go to one spot, so let me try another one. Alright, wait, I started the car, and we got a light now. We have a light now, so I'm gonna turn the switches to there. Let's press this in. Are you cold? I can't tell yet. I can't tell it's cold. It's not like it was yesterday. It was much faster yesterday. But this switch is obviously working. But I don't hear any dip in the power of the car like it's turning on. Let me see if it's spinning. Alright, so current updates, the air is blowing, it's cool, but it's not cold. And when I press this button in, there's no dip in power. The clutch is not turning on from this button here. My concern right now is, I thought this button here, once you unpressed it, it should go out, and then you press it, it went on. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna try another switch and see. But as of right now, the clutch is not kicking on with this. So we'll try another one and just Keep trying. All right, even with this next one plugged in, the light comes on right away, so I guess how it's supposed to be. But when I press it, there's no dip, and I made sure it went to the engine, and I re-plugged in the original factory plug-in to the compressor, but I'm not getting anything. Well, I've tried all 4 switches, all the exact same results. The AC button lights up like it's supposed to, the orange light. When I press it, the clutch does not kick on. So again, there's still no power to the compressor, and I don't understand why. Because at this point, the switch being changed, everything's been changed at this point. There's only one of these, I think it's this one. Only one of the switches actually has the AC light come on, the orange one, and also when I press this one, has that orange light come on as well. The rest didn't have that second orange light on the recycling side, but I don't know if that matters or not. I just want the AC to work, and I don't understand why it's not. So clearly, I mean, if I'm mistaken here, there's clearly power to this switch. So I just like, I don't know where the power is not going from there to there, and it's just really stupid. I just want to have AC. I'm about to just leave this car home. It's pissing me off. So I've gone through literally just everything. Every fuse is good. The relays are fine. The pressure switch is fine. I followed every wire from the harness to the front into the fuse box and back. Everything's plugged in like it's supposed to be. I don't know what else I'm missing. Like, I really don't. None of these switches will make the clutch turn on. I just don't know what else to do. And running this switch is the worst thing ever. Apparently, it's gonna burn the car down. So I just don't know how to make this AC work, and I'm really contemplating just leaving this car at home because I'm not trying to drive 7 hours to Helen and then down to Savannah and have a week worth of just no AC, because that sounds just horrible. Oh, Miley, you really suck sometimes. All right, boys and girls, here's the move. This is the final play, the Hail Mary, the last day before I leave tomorrow, and then the car probably not gonna go. I'm about to head over to Yomar's house. He has 2 VR6s, both with working AC. They're not swapped cars, they're just factory VR6s. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna look through all of his wiring and just see what he has that I might be missing, or just something. So this is, I don't know what else to do. I've tried everything that I know how to do. I've changed everything. I followed all the wires. Everything looks to be plugged in, unless I'm just missing something, which clearly I am. But I don't know. This is our last shot, so fingers crossed. I just want AC, man. That's so frustrating. Made it to Yomar's house. Got the Carl torn apart, man. When do you leave? When are you leaving for Helen?
Friday.
Oh, Friday? Okay.
Friday morning.
Nice. So make sure to catch Yomar's dragging green car out there. Fresh tire flip. Doing all the buffing right now. Yeah, I need to figure out how your AC works, because mine does not, and I'm very not happy with it. So I'm gonna use your car as a guinea pig and just try to figure out how yours is wired compared to how mine is. Aside from Mark III's though, this is beautiful. This thing is beautiful. I love me a good Camaro. And it's a Z28. Very, very nice. I like the noodle deflectors over here. Oh, it's a manual too? Woo! That thing's awesome. Alright, here we go. Let's see what you got that I don't. Alright, so we've been at it for a little while now. Everything looks exactly the same on my car to his. We have a test light here. Can you do the test light on the thing real quick? So we have a test light here. It's kind of dark, but as you can see,
We got power here.
so we have power to this line. So the last thing we're thinking is that whenever I had all that Freon leak out, even though when I put direct power to the compressor, it was cold, like ice cold inside. We're thinking that it's because it's too low in the system for the factory system to register it. That's why it's not turning on. So I mean, I'm gonna go to the store real quick, buy a small little can of Freon, fill it up some more, and then after that, if that doesn't work, then I don't know. I mean, at that point, everything's been done. If we have power here, I don't know what else to do. Just have AC, please. Good grief, this car is a mess. An actual mess. But hopefully, after this Freon, we'll have some AC. She might not have any AC, but at least she looks good. She looks better with AC though, we need AC. You know the saying, when it rains it pours? Well, that's this AC situation is so frustrating right now. I stop at Walmart to get a couple cans of little AC to fill it back up, and I'm trying to check out, and it keeps saying decline, decline, decline. I check my Fairwinds account, I have money, I'm like, okay, that's not the problem. I call Fairwinds, and he's like, oh, are you at Sam's Club or Walmart? I'm like, yeah, I'm at Walmart. Yeah, Fairwinds cards aren't working there right now. What do you mean? Like, so I had to go put everything back. Now I have to drive to an AutoZone or somewhere else to grab. I just want to have AC. This shouldn't be this difficult of a process. Really getting on my nerves. I got them. That took so long. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but I got them, so hopefully this works. All right, cans hooked up. Gonna start the car, turn the blower on max with the AC on, right? AC on or off?
Yeah.
AC on?
Everything on and high.
Everything on high. Please work. All right, fans on high, AC button turned to on. Let's see what happens. So filling the AC with Freon didn't do anything. The factory switch still doesn't kick it on. We're gonna try his AC switch, his dash switch in my car. But I mean, I don't know what else to check. I really, really don't. All of my stuff under the dash matches his. There's power in the wire going to the compressor, but I just cannot get the power sent there for whatever reason. The AC Freon level's good. We have power. I've tried 4 different switches that all light up like they're supposed to, but nothing is sending power like it. I'm drained. It's hot. I have a headache, and I just want to have AC, man. I now have Yomar switch in. And still no compressor clutch turning on. So even using the switch out of a car with working AC, it's a VR6, still nothing. So I don't know, we have power to that wire out there, so maybe the ground to that same wire is bad by chance. You give me a headache, Smiley. Blue car and Christine. She's looking good. So in the world of Christine, Greg, are you ready for the drive? I saw you did an oil change today. Wait, did you do the rear lip? Ooh, dang. Oh, it's got a rear lip on now. It looks good. This is it. It's just that little bit more. I like it. Nice job. Nice job. She's looking good. Everyone's prepping. Looky what I got. So who was this who made these, Greg?
A dude named Lewis from the UK.
He made
P7 Customs, I think.
He made me a shift boot for my car, and the threading, I believe, is pretty close to the color of Miley. It's like a, is this suede or Alcantara? Probably suede.
I believe that's suede.
It's like a suede gray with like a nice like bluish teal stitching. Thanks, buddy. That's pretty awesome. All right, explain it one more time. The last thing for me to try, we're gonna test what?
Continuity in the wire from the fuse box to the plug that plugs into the AC.
Because earlier I said we had power to that plug that goes in the compressor. We were testing it wrong. We were testing for ground. So the ground is fine. That one lights up no problem, but when we test for power, the light doesn't light up. There's nothing there. So we're gonna test for continuity and try and complete the circuit. If it's
try to just see if the wire is broken.
If it's good, it'll beep, and then I know the problem's. I don't know.
If it beeps and you check continuity from there to
if it beeps, I'm burning the car to the ground. I'm done.
You might need maybe inside the fuse box is broken. I don't see how that would be possible. But.
So if it doesn't beep, then I know somewhere in the wiring between the fuse box and the end plug is broken somewhere, which means cut up my harness and try and find that. What or joy!
Could just run a wire.
Run a wire right from that pin to the end.
This is the best.
Either way, it's gonna be a long night.
That wouldn't be too bad because you're just gonna splice fuse box, run a wire all the way down.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
To there and
splice it back in. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, not too bad. So if it's broken, which I'm hoping it is, because I just want to figure something out. I've tried switches. We've tried everything possible. This has been the longest journey ever. So hopefully, I just want to find something broken somewhere so I know what to try and fix.
Yeah, because at this point, I don't. Only thing short of taking that car to a dealer and having like somebody who works on ACs. Yes. Because everything new, it should work.
Yeah. Okay, well, last thing to try tonight, fingers crossed. It's been probably about an hour and a half since I touched the camera. I was just going at it, trying to find something. I did what Greg said. I tried the continuity test. The problem is on the inside of the fuse box, on the back side, there's like 6 or 7 different black and green wires. I tested every single one of them. None of them beeped. So to me, that means there's no connection from the plug out here to any of those grooves inside. So what I did, start pulling the harness apart, and I got about halfway in the engine bay here, and I found something a little interesting and kind of weird. So right about here, from the plug that goes over there, I got to about here, there's a big lump, and if you look in there, there's a whole bunch of splices. Like every single wire that's in this loom right here, it's been cut and spliced in at this point. So I don't know if at one point this harness didn't have any of those wires and I cut it and I added it, or what happened, but literally every single one is cut and spliced. Now, the green and black one here, that is my power to my AC compressor. I mean, it's poorly put together. It's literally just twisted together from wire to wire and taped over, which honestly that should work, but I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect that and put a proper little clip between those two and just clean up a little bit. And same with the ground here. Try that on the car, see if that works. If not, we gotta go farther back. But like, man, this is like the biggest nightmare of all time. Well, I fixed those connectors with better connectors, so I know the connection now is good. There's still no power to the compressor. I tried running the car just now, hit the button, and nothing happens. I do not know how to get power to this compressor without running power just straight to it. I don't understand what else to do besides cutting through more of my harness, but what's the point? Like, I don't even like, I've already cut through that much of the harness. Do I really want to cut through the rest of this? And like, what is the point? This is all trashed. The car is a complete disaster. I'm literally supposed to leave tomorrow, pick up my tux in the morning, leave for St. Augustine, rehearsal dinner Friday, wedding Saturday, drive this car to Savannah, but like, or to Helen, but like, what's the point? Like, I don't even feel like driving this car. This is so annoying. I've asked everybody. I've gone through every possible thing in this car, aside from literally pulling the entire harness out. But like, what's the point? This is getting so annoying. I'm so over this car right now. Like, it's pissing me off. Like, I wouldn't even mind if it burned to the ground right now. Pissing me off. It's just stupid. I don't know. I'm done for the day. I didn't even care if this car goes or not. Don't forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys, I don't know when. Peace.